What's up, my friends? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Pam and I am still buying lots of seeds. So for whatever wonderful reason today, the earth opened up and dropped several packages I thought I would never ever see into my hands. So I'm very excited. One of them was a gift from my son that I canceled months ago and for some reason still showed up here. So I have an order here from Totally Tomatoes that I had definitely given up on because I placed the order well over a month ago, and I followed up after like 7 days or something, just to be like, oh, I'm just curious, will this make it here before Christmas? So I never got a shipping notification, an email back from this company. Just the other day, I actually opened a PayPal claim just to get them maybe to answer me. I just wanted to know, like, did you get my order because I paid for it? It was basically, because I just heard nothing from these people after I paid them. So when I got this today, I was very surprised to get it at all. So I ordered from these guys just because they had a few varieties of tomatoes that I hear a lot of great things about. And at that point, I hadn't been able to find them anywhere else. I have since located, I think, almost all of these. So here's a variety you will see in another seed haul, I'm sure, because again, I didn't think I was getting these, so I ordered them from Wild Boar directly, actually. Well, this is a Wild Boar Pink Berkeley tie-dye tomato, and I have heard lots of wonderful things about these. If you watch seed hauls, these are pretty popular so far, and it's not really a mystery why they are really, really pretty, and they look like big, and I hear very good things about how good they taste, so super thrilled to try that out. And I believe that I was watching You Can't Eat the Grass. I was watching Serena and Ian on a live stream the night that I ordered these, and Serena was talking about her favorite kinds of tomatoes, and she's been talking about the Juliet tomato for a very long time, and I've only seen this in stock at Johnny's, and I just didn't really want to order from Johnny's right now. I will eventually, but they're very expensive, and I kind of wanted to, like I've been saying, shop at smaller seed companies. So I was trying to find one at a smaller seed company, and I did. And lastly, another one that Serena was really into that I wanted to try is the Indigo apple tomato. So if you can't tell, I am really into growing tomatoes, and I have so many varieties. I know I'm not going to be able to plant them all, but I'm hoping that I can start most of the new varieties that I got this year and at least be able to give some to friends so that maybe they can grow out the rest of the plant that I may not have room for. But I am planning to put several new beds in my yard this year. And then one of my favorite things that smaller seed companies do, actually some bigger ones too, is they throw in some free seeds. So I got 2 trial packets, and one of them is for a tasty pink beefsteak tomato, so that's very nice. And then I have a big red pepper, which just looks like a bell pepper in the package as well. So not a big fan of their lack of communication, but that is very nice, and they came packaged nice, and it seems that the post office has done most of the delay in getting this to me. So they're also one of those companies that gives you like the little wine voucher that I just throw away every time I get it. So that is one order. And that was for Totally Tomatoes. Now their website is totallytomato.com. I do not make the mistake that I did while I was writing up my PayPal dispute, and I was like, oh my God, the website isn't even on anymore. It's because I was using their actual business name, but that is not actually their URL. So here's a fun little example of what happens when you shop really late at night when you should be sleeping. I ordered from an Etsy shop called Seeds to Cherish, and they had pretty inexpensive offerings, and I ordered from them particularly because they had both loofah gourd seeds and they also had Cucumelon seeds, which I had a hard time getting a hold of. And that's another thing that I think I may have ordered twice. I didn't update the Excel file fast enough, so I kind of did this, but that's okay because it gives me seeds to give away or something. So this Etsy shop, Seeds to Cherish, I actually received 2 identical envelopes from them, and they were the same weight and same postage and everything, and I was like, did they send me my order twice or something? So I was getting ready to send them a message and be like, hey, you know, you accidentally sent me an extra order of seeds. Like, can I pay you for them? Do you want them back? Like, whatever. So as I'm going to type it up, I go to look at the order numbers and notice that the order numbers are different. I actually have 2 Etsy accounts because I have 2 emails that I use. And I don't think I ever really realized that until now. I have 2 orders here from them, but I actually did place 2 separate orders with the same Etsy shop and just forgot about one. Here I have some loofah gourd seeds. If you watch Epic Gardening, he's very big on growing the loofah seeds. I'm looking forward to giving it a shot. I don't know how that will go here, but I think they would look real nice hanging from one of my arches. And then here we have some Cucumelon or mouse melon seeds. And that's another one I'm pretty sure I've ordered more than one. Here are the Kajari melons. And then they also included a free package of heirloom African daisy seeds as a gift for ordering. Okay, so then the second order from Seeds to Cherish. In this order right here, I have some Amaranth Love Lies Bleeding seeds, and I actually have some of these, but they are pelleted seeds that I bought last year, and I recently read that pelleted seeds should generally be used the same year that you buy them. So just in case, I didn't want to end up not having this because I've really been looking forward to planting it, and I didn't get to it last year because I didn't have enough space and time. So. And here we have an Amish paste tomato, and I got this because I hear that this is a really good paste tomato, and I grew one last year that I thought was decent, but I was kind of looking to maybe grow a different kind of paste tomato this year. And here we are on round 2 of Kajari melon seeds. Another package of the African daisy seeds as a free thank you. And lastly, I have some watermelon, sugar baby watermelon seeds. And I grabbed those because they are supposed to do pretty well in my area. We have a longer grow period than say like zone 5, but it still can be tough to grow watermelon here, so or any melons for that matter. So I'm gonna give it a shot this year. No promises if it's gonna work. We'll see. So those are my 2 orders from Seeds to Cherish on Etsy, and I will of course link all of these companies down below. Lastly, I have my Wild Boar Farms order, and Wild Boar Farms is run by a man named Brad, and he is, I think it's Brad, and he's the one that breeds all of these totally wild looking tomatoes. They're just super colorful, and they get a lot of compliments about the way they taste as well. Sometimes the really pretty vegetables don't necessarily taste the best, which people have pointed out in my comments when I show, you know, for example, like colored carrots. They tend not to be as good as orange carrots. So sometimes I've found that's the case with other vegetables as well, but I think that with tomatoes, sometimes you can find some pretty amazing ones. I'm not one of those people that thinks everything has to be an heirloom. Growing heirlooms is wonderful, and I'm very much grow, I would say a majority heirlooms, but I am not afraid of some F1 breeding, okay? Live a little, people. So they taped these guys in here with a little piece of foam just to keep them from getting squished, which is nice, and it just came in a regular envelope. Right here we have a striped German tomato. Focus. Got striped German. And we have some pink Berkeley tie-dye. So straight from the source, pink Berkeley tie-dye. I also felt bad after I ordered from Totally Tomatoes, so I was like, why don't I just order from Wild Boar Farms? They didn't have a couple of the varieties that I was looking for listed on their website, and I think that's why I initially bought from the other place. But I'd just rather give him the money, you know? So here is a Lucid Gem Tomato. I have honestly no idea how I'm going to choose what to grow this year. It's gonna be so hard. And then we have a Brad's Atomic Grape. These are so crazy looking. I can't even believe those are tomatoes. And here's one that I believe Jess from Roots and Refuge talks about a lot as well. This is the blue Boarberries tomato. So basically, I'm going to need to dig a lot more beds in my yard for tomatoes. But I'm gonna have to make some decisions. And I do get a lot of comments about seed storage and how long they will last. I think people are like, you're buying a lot of seeds, like a lot of them are gonna go to waste. It's possible that some may go to waste, but for the most part, I will be sharing these seeds because I'm telling y'all the seeds are gonna sell out and people are gonna be looking for things. So I'm hoping I can help out some of my friends and neighbors because I have a lot of friends that are into gardening, locally especially, and I can pass some seeds along to them. I'm also going to be participating in seed swaps, and it's nice to have these really cool varieties to pass around. It makes, you know, the stuff that you're giving out a little bit more exciting. There are plenty of videos about seed storage if you want to know how to correctly store your seeds. It's not something I'm a total expert on, but for the most part, you keep them cool, you keep them in a not sunny location, so just anywhere in your house that isn't directly in sunlight. And you want to keep them in some kind of watertight container because any kind of moisture that gets into your seeds, especially the ones that are in paper bags, are susceptible to being damaged or got even, you know, germinating before you want them to, or just rotting. If you wanted to extend the life of your seeds even longer, you can put them in something like a Ziploc bag and put them in the back of your refrigerator. You just want to not open anything until the entire bag has come up to room temperature, just to avoid getting any of that condensation or moisture or anything into your seed collection. That alone is enough to freak me out enough not to put my seeds in the refrigerator, but when it gets warm out in the summertime, I do keep my seeds in an air-conditioned room, things like that. So you just, common sense, kind of. As for how long seeds can keep, last year I germinated 5-year-old seeds, so you can definitely keep them longer than that. Some have a shorter shelf life than others though, so you can give that a quick Google and usually figure that out. So I will try to make sure that I'm passing things along and that I'm trying different things out. But for the most part, these seeds are going to last me for quite some time. There's also just something fun about collecting weird varieties of the things that you like. I feel like trading cards. I can't stop. So there you go. There's a little example of 3 smaller seed companies that you could go and check out. I will link all of them down below in case you guys want to peek around and see what they have. Coming up after this, I have another seed haul from Fruition Seeds, which is just a big favorite of mine. And I also got my order in from Mary's Heirloom Seeds. So we'll check both of those out in the next haul video, which should be coming out soon. So I will see you then. Bye!